In this video, I will be showing you how to use the Git project management system that allows developers to work collaboratively and keep track of projects they're working on by making commits, pushing to live repositories, and being able to get older versions of a project from the past. So to start off, you're going to want to make sure Git is installed by going to git-scm.com and installing it on your PC. Once you've done that, you want to verify that it's installed on your Mac by doing git-version. If a version number comes up, that means it's installed and you're good to go. Next, we're going to create a folder called git_example, where we're going to do a demonstration with a Git repository. So go inside that folder that we just created, cd git example. Now we're inside of that folder. So now we're going to initialize the Git repository by typing git init, and we've initialized the empty Git repository. Now we're going to create a file in that project folder that we will be committing later on. So say touch readme.md for demonstrational purposes, and then go ahead and open that project folder in whatever code environment you may be using. I use Atom. I know Sublime Text, Visual Studio Code, and Atom are all great IDEs and text editors used for coding. Right, so go ahead and open that Git example folder and write a first line of code here. Created readme.md file and save it. So now that we've created a file in this project folder with a Git repository, we can connect it with a repository that we're going to create on GitHub. So if you don't already, create an account on GitHub and then create a new repository called git_example, which we're going to be connecting with our local project folder that we just created. Once git_example is created on GitHub, we need to connect it to the project folder that we created locally. So we're going to do that by using this command, git remote add origin. And basically what that's doing is connecting our local repository, our local Git repository, to the one we created on GitHub. So once we do make a change and we commit it, we can push it to that live repository being hosted in the cloud by GitHub. Right, so we're going to go ahead and stage all of the files that we want to make a commit. In this case, we have one file, readme.md. So we can do git add space dots, which is basically adding every single file in that folder. We could have done git add readme.md. Both of them work. And now we're going to do git status to see which files are staged for commit. So in this case, we have our file readme.md ready to be pushed. So the final command we're going to be doing here to push our local project folder to the GitHub repository is git push -u origin master. Okay, we missed one. Of course, we have to make a commit. So before doing that, we need to do git commit -m, and inside of these quotations, you want to write a comment on the work you've done before that commit. So in this case, created readme.md file. Now we're ready to git push -u origin master, which is going to send our project folder to the live Git repository that we created. So once you've sent that command, let's go ahead and refresh our GitHub repository, and you should see the project folder with the readme.md file that we created live on GitHub. So this is going to give us the chance to have other developers collaborate, make commits to that repository, and once they do, we would be able to do a command like git pull, which no changes have been made, so it's already up to date. But if another developer had made a change, or if you're not up to date with the latest version available, then it's going to pull all the files needed to get you up to date to the latest version. There's also git log, which shows you the commit history, all the commits that have been made in that repository. And there's git diff. Let's go ahead and cd into that git example folder. Git diff shows the difference if you have any stage commits with the previous version of the file you're going to commit. And that's about all the commands Git offers. It's a very useful project management system if you're working solo or working alongside other developers. It's definitely great to have to track version, for version control on the project that you're working on. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll leave a donation link in the description down below. Donations are appreciated. Please thumbs up and subscribe if you like this video, and stay tuned for more software development tutorials.